Hey!
Where's Cat? You broke it. Lost one, two.
I thought there was. Oh, yeah. Okay, first, hello, friends. Hello, Adam. Hello, Shreyas. Welcome to the season finale. For the finale, something a little special. You know that there's supposed to be a third here, and there is a third. We just haven't let him up. Chelsea, do you remember what happened our very first episode?
Oh, yeah. He talked about us very loudly and stalked us and then presented it for the world to see.
Yeah, but we didn't do that for him, did we?
No,
I mean a little bit that one time, but
he was not really allowed initially to do it for us. So It was not, there was no consent. I did not have introduction consent.
No. And I mean, he didn't get consent from us to introduce him for today, did he? No, it's a surprise. Mm-hmm. It's a snarky surprise.
I don't have music. The time that we went through the his Instagram feed, is it better or worse than that? Because I feel like that was a decent introduction to our friend Kevin.
We were promoting him and he got followers. So
I have a really fantastic song choice.
Okay, actually. Get it going, and we will pick this introduction.
I mean, I'm going to play it on my phone because that's how classy I am.
That's how Kevin does it too.
Are we allowed to play music?
I mean, we're just going to, so it's fine.
Okay. All right. It's fine. Okay, here we go.
This is definitely going to get a copyright claim, but we carry on. Today, Chelsea and I are introducing our co-snark who requires absolutely no introduction, but we're going to introduce him because, okay, sure, there was a few snarks that didn't get their intros, but this is the one who is most worthy of a wonderful introduction. So, Kevin, what is he? He's a recruitment consultant. He's a marketer. He's a storyteller. He's a creator. A connoisseur of hattery. That's a word, right?
He's a dad to a lovely tiny human.
This is true. Kevin is so many things, in addition to being a snark. And so in Kevin's honor, we did a little bit of stalking, not too deep in terms of the stalking, but a surface level stalk to find his free snarkiest post. Chelsea, do you want to kick it off?
Yes, I do. Yep.
If not, okay, I'll read the first one and then you can read the second one.
All right, I like this plan.
Okay, so the first snarkiest post, sometimes your LinkedIn posts suck and you're like, gotta be the algo.
All right, next up we have, hey people out there in LinkedIn land that start commenting on my posts out of the blue. When your comments look like this, so awesome, so cool, totally, you're awesome, thanks for sharing. Just know that I know what you're doing because I can feel the pitch. Yeah.
And his third snarky post isn't selling if I'm solving problems. Welcome up to the stage, the star snark of the internet today, Kevin Logan Jr., who's doing something with his butt.
Oh, me?
Smarky?
Sorry. I got this new. Okay. I just want to get warmed up.
What's happening there? I feel like we're processing stuff. There's some substance about to happen.
I don't want to process anything with you.
Sorry.
Pass.
You guys are funny.
If we go to jail for copyright, will you bail us out?
No. But you guys are funny.
I mean, so like on a scale of 1 to 10, pretty good introduction. I mean, it's not a Kevin introduction, but it was for Kevin.
True. So it is a Kevin introduction.
Because of the surprise level. Okay. The music
we didn't
level,
have hats.
Okay. There were not props, so there, you get one down. Okay, back to 2.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. How many are we trying to get again?
but it felt like it was off the top. It felt like you guys meant it. And I believe you. So like a 6.
Out of 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume.
I like it.
No, I appreciate you guys. That was funny. That was awesome. I love it.
What are we doing?
So we're keeping Chelsea awake.
Yes.
So that's cool.
It's fine.
Go us.
It's fine.
What's up, Adam? What's up, Usama? What's up, Michael? Thomas?
As long as this is
Eduardo?
not episode 4 again, it's fine.
Natalie?
All right. So what are we doing today? What are we doing? What are we talking about?
I think we're closing this thing out.
WTF just happened.
For this
round.
Yes. For this
The
round.
seasonal thing.
Yo.
I always found myself getting confused between season and series finales, but I think I better understand now. This is a season finale because we will be coming back in the next season. Therefore, the series overall will continue.
Agreed.
You're welcome.
Yes.
We do break things down too, guys. I know. No, but when we were like getting to this point and we were talking about the season finale show, it felt like I can't believe that we're here. Like I can't, like, sincerely, and I know this is like that platitude that everybody says, but like it really felt like it was just yesterday that we hopped on a 17-minute chat and decided to do this. Just yesterday.
I'm so impressed by your 17 minutes.
It was a fast one, wasn't it?
I think it was 17 minutes and 34 seconds or something.
So
not to be exact though.
Should we start by like talking about how we even got there? Like, does anyone?
Yeah, I'd love to hear how y'all got here.
That's fair. That's fair though. That's a good point. Because I think it all started when me and you met, right, Jenny? And I went on your live.
So I feel like, if my memory serves me at all, I remember I don't remember if it was before or after our live, but there was some comment on someone's post who I don't remember how, I don't remember, but it was like, oh, the three of us should do something because we're all snarky.
But I don't think I was involved in that. I feel like you DM'd me. Somehow.
No, I feel like there was a comment and then a comment. You were on the comment string. Don't ask me what comment or why or how. I don't know.
I know.
But then it moved. Who was it? Do you remember?
Oh, no, I don't remember who it was.
Oh, okay.
But in the original post, Chelsea is correct. There was that we should do a show. But then we were like, but we're not hung and snarky. Like we're not, like that would not embody. But we know somebody. And I feel like we both were like exactly knew who it was.
That's the person.
And that's how it came together so succinctly and so quickly. Because we were both like, oh yeah, let's do this. And then that 17-minute and 34 seconds.
And then I got a DM that was like, hey Chelsea, you want to do a snarky show? And I was like, I'm sorry, who are you with the hat?
Basically.
It was
all
fine. And of course, when a stranger on the internet asks you to do something, you do it because it's always a good idea.
Especially when it's like a 3-month commitment. Especially when
there's no end date. We're gonna ask that you commit to this for every Friday for the foreseeable future. And you're like, okay, yeah.
Basically. Isn't that how it felt though? Because by week 3, I was like, wait, are we still doing this? Are we?
Yeah.
Am I supposed to like schedule this in now? Okay.
Probably put it on your calendar. I just put it on my I was about to say like week 3 or 4. I was like, oh, all right. So this is like a thing. So I just put it on this indefinite event. They're like recurring events. Like, do you have an end date? I'm like, no. Just
it'll sort itself out.
But then it happened, and then like within within 2 weeks we just got on the show. Was it a week or 2 weeks?
It was a week.
I have no concept of time.
It was like the call was on a Friday, and the next Friday we had the show. Yeah.
And then it was amazing. Yo, that first show was amazing. Mm-hmm. There was like 1,200 comments. There was like
it was nuts.
47 people at its peak. Y'all had no idea what was going on. We had no idea what was going on. We were in the same place, the same boat, rowing with the same shitty oar. It was all the same.
Did we have an oar? I feel like there were no
You're right.
rowing
Our
I don't know if
hands-
we were prepared enough to have an
Utensils?
oar.
Our hands, and we were tired. We were super
Figuring
tired.
it out.
So you guys helped. And so
What did we talk about?
But that's what I like when the comment section was so live that first time, I was like, oh my God, we have something.
It was things we blamed on our kids for.
No,
That was the first topic.
Yes. Yes.
And Kevin ran the poll.
Yes.
And we didn't even do a themed promo. We did the head
the GIF thing.
It was the GIF, but it was also
the head turn.
Did the head turn thing.
Yeah. See, we really had no clue.
We really know, all jokes.
We just had some Canva branding.
Really we were like hot when we did this.
And when you say we had Canva branding, what she means is Jenny was like, hey, I have a logo and we have a background and we have a thing. And Kevin and I were like,
because it escalated fast and I go to design.
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessary for us to give you the behind the scenes, guys, but me and Chelsea don't do anything. There you go. That's it. That's like it. I mean, we tell you guys this, but I want you to know we're deadly serious.
Yeah, we're very, very serious.
Nothing.
I would also like to point out that on the times where one of us, Kevin or I, has to host, there's like 27 questions to Jenny. Wait, okay, I linked it to the thing. Did I link it to the other thing?
Yes.
Or was I supposed to create the event first and then I don't remember.
You know what, Chelsea?
There's
we're
like
the
dogs.
kids. We're the kids Jenny never wanted.
I know. The adorable ones.
Oh, 100%. Super adorable. Look at us. How can you not love this face? Hey, Cole, I do not know. We don't know what's happening now.
No,
we have nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. We keep it
wrap it up.
real.
So yeah, no, and so we had the first show and it was fun. So we did the second show and Ariel came.
That was.
Oh yeah.
That was such a good one.
Yeah.
And then who was the
Who else have we had?
Oh my gosh. I feel like we need to like
I could.
Nathan came on.
Matt.
Oh,
Matt.
yeah. And I legit told him nothing about what was happening.
And he showed us how to train your children to get you drinks.
Okay, wait, real quick.
New life goals.
Wait, real quick, because you're doing this, because I wanted to kind of get this. I want to go this route. This is perfect segue.
Okay.
Jenny, what have you liked most about our show so far?
Oh man, I forgot to get tissue, so let's.
Okay, so not yet. Should I wait?
Can I text my husband?
I'll ask.
Let's wait till the end.
Okay. All right.
No, actually, no. Okay, so let's go a few layers, and I want everyone in the comments to tell us, why do you show up here?
That is the most valuable question.
The real question. What are you getting out of it?
Yeah, we're asking for a lot of value right now, guys. We want all the value.
So first of all, and I'm not gonna even, let's just go straight, dive into the deep end. I don't know how to swim, it'll be fine.
No,
when this
matching.
So when this happened and we're like, yeah, let's just have this thing and it'll be funny and we don't know what we're doing. There's no point. I was like, okay, well, that's going to be fun. So let's do this because it's fun. And Chelsea, as soon as I came across her on LinkedIn, I was like, oh my gosh, how is this person so cool? I want to be like her. And then I met Kevin and I was just like, you're going to be my friend and you don't have a choice about it. So I'm just going to find a way to make it happen.
Isn't that how we
oh yeah, that is how it happens.
Friends? Isn't that how we always make friends, though?
Oh.
Is there another way to make friends?
Discovery?
Okay.
True.
Kind of.
There was no warm up of oh, I'll get to know you and okay, you're fine. It was just holy shit, I need to hang with these people.
Yeah.
And so I knew it would be fun because I love both of you guys did video, so I knew you from video, which makes us almost best friends anyways. And I was like, okay, these are just vibes that I need to chill with. So I knew it would be fun. And I honestly, you guys, I did not expect for what happened to happen where this, I didn't expect to find a home where I feel just
Hold on.
An immense sense of belonging. No, and I'm fucking going there because you asked me, even though I have no tissue in the vicinity, because I forgot. And it was a bad idea for me to forget, but I have glue on eyelashes, so the makeup won't get too bad.
I don't know what that means. So do it.
If you have an eyelash running down your cheek, I'll let you know. Like a whole.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Thank you. Yes. Okay. So I don't have to like stare at myself because that's weird. I honestly I didn't know that the three of us would build the relationships that we have, and that not to like air people's stuff, but like each of us has gone through a whole bunch of stuff in the past few months. And like literally who we are today is not who we were then. And whenever like I know if it's 3 a.m. and I need an ear, I can call either of these people and they would like drop everything. And
I mean, I'd be asleep, so yeah.
I was gonna say I wouldn't have to drop anything really. I'd be dropping to sleep.
But like I know.
I would wake up from the dead for you though, 100%, immediately.
Right? And like even just like, you know, and on the flip side, like the celebratory moments of like just again, like not everyone knows all of the things going on behind the scenes, but like I have some big stuff that is like really exciting and I feel like no one else would understand, but you guys totally understand. And I just have felt so supported by the two of you. And like we've had these phenomenal guests, which I like also crew, like total squad. And we have like everyone in the chat too, which all of you guys are friends. Like most of you, we chat, we DM, we text, we do all of these things. And I didn't know that would happen. And that's honestly my favorite part. It's just like I get to like end the week with my best friends. Someone say something funny so I don't actually.
All right, look.
I really, really want to boop you on the nose right now. Like, girl, it's fine.
Kevin doesn't even know what he's doing.
Chelsea.
Oh boy.
Oh shit. Should I? What do you want me?
No.
You ready? Okay,
no, you go.
All right.
But you have to do this.
Okay. What have
that's
I
how we know
liked
you're serious.
the most? Man, I'm a people person, y'all. So it's the people. It's always going to be the people for me. So there's going to be super value add. So I'm going to trigger all your whatever you got. Okay. All your feelings. So number one, these two people right here are just super legitly who you see is what you get. And behind the scenes is no different. Us behind the scenes are no different.
More cursing. There's more cursing.
There is a lot more cursing.
So much more cursing.
Spurred on by me, military brat. You're welcome. I am very creative when I curse. Anyway, but when I get back to that first show in the comments section, you guys in the community are, I want to say it so bad, freaking amazing.
Frickin' amazing.
Fracking amazing, y'all.
Frickin' amazing.
Man, you guys spur conversations. We talk about real stuff. We talk about fake stuff. We talk about things like we're all friends, because we are. Y'all have created a sense of community, and I have never in my life had that, ever in my life. I have individual friends. I got a lot of those. As a military brat, I travel everywhere. Every time I would get a group of friends, we would leave, and I would have to leave those friends. So that's like my unconscious self. Is all my life I've really sucked at keeping friends and having a community. And that's what this is, that like more than ever, that's what this has provided. So I love y'all in the comments, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, you kind of touched on it, Jenny, and it's, I believe there should always be a level deeper, and don't be afraid to go there with people that you think are your friends. And so that's what I've been able to do with you guys, is go a level deeper. So where we started this relationship super snarky. We were just talking shit back and forth. Like, let's keep it real. Like zingers, like zing, zing, zing. And it's funny. We were funny. But then over time, life happened. And so you touched on it, that all three of us crazily in this time have all gone through some crazy I wish y'all knew. But also in that time, we've all been able to talk it out and have each other's backs. And I've never met you in person. I've never met you in person. And yet still. So the amazing thing about this is I never expected any of that to happen. And so it taught me to really just go in without expectations when you do things. And I've learned so much from that. And that's thanks to all you guys. So thank you. My son just spilled a bunch of water. I'll be right back.
Because it wouldn't be an episode if you didn't.
It wouldn't. It wouldn't be if there wasn't. I really enjoyed the episode where it was like the plate or the cup. It was like you just kept talking.
Yeah. And I so confession, it's obvious to some of you. I go back usually Friday night and I just try to catch the comments and I try to react to them. It's really annoying on Android. But you guys have so much to say and it's hard to keep up with when we're live. Because y'all are so awesome. And I'm just like, you can't. It's moving so quickly and I can't keep up. So I do go back and I respond to them. And I know Kevin and Chelsea both do as well.
Oh, yeah. I love it. It's so much fun. Chelsea, your turn.
Listen, y'all already did the smooshy posts. And so then I was like, I'm going to write a smooshy post. And I was like, no, I'm going to do a video. So that's how I went. So now here we are again in the same darn situation, except now I'm sitting here in front of you people. Dang it. All right. Favorite parts. Okay. All right. Okay. Listen.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay.
All right. So, okay. When I was doing my previous job, I was leading a team of 75 people. And then there were 240 students and all the families that come with that. So it was just always people and things and all of that. And then suddenly in August, that was all gone. And I'm like, cool, I get to do consulting and coaching and whatever. But did you know that you're on your own in that? There's no hey, what do you think? Or, oh my gosh, this happened or whatever.
And no one warns you.
No one tells you that this is a thing. You're just expected to be completely fine 100%. So I am pretty introverted. I can be extroverted as needed, but then you're going to have to give me time to recover, take my anxiety medication, and do it all again the next day. Yeah. So I was like, I'm going to be totally fine. I'm actually going to be better without people texting me and trying to things and things. So that was fine for 3 months. And then I was like, okay, and I'm done. I've had all the fun that I can have as a single person and no friends. And so I started building community on LinkedIn and it was fun and it was cool. And then when y'all reached out to me and I legit remember looking at it what?
Yeah.
Who are these? What are we doing? Who are you? Yes.
Nothing's changed.
Yes, I will do that.
This is a good idea.
All three things at the same time. Who are you? What are you talking about? And yes, I will do that. Because
what could go
wrong? Yeah.
And that's where we're at.
I know the actual discussion of will any of us be employable?
We did.
This?
I did ask that. Okay. In my
defense,
my God,
I forgot about
I did ask that question.
That was a real question too.
It was a real question.
Super real question.
I was like, yeah, let's totally do that. And then I was like, so will we be able to find jobs later if we agree to do this as the three of us? Yeah. But seriously, there are parts, I know y'all have both said it and they're tired of hearing it, but you guys just don't understand of what's been happening with us and the magnitude of the things that have been happening in each of our lives individually. And Jenny and I have talked about ruining lives. I've been ruining mine essentially for the better for the past 8 months intentionally.
Yeah.
And I've torn down so many different pieces. And the thing about when you dismantle things is the remantling takes some time. And so what I found is as I'm remantling things, I had dismantled a lot of relationships that were no longer serving me. And when cool remantling things happened, because I no longer live inside the norms, I just do everything out in crazy land. And someone will be like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm like, I know that's why I'm doing that. So it's fine. So I know that I can message you guys and be like, I wish I could share an example, but I'm not. Like, can you believe that? And y'all are like, holy shit, like that's what? You know, and then the normal people in my life are like, what?
Yeah.
So I think that kind of sums up the beauty of all of it, right? It's like finding the people who will celebrate the ridiculous things that are really important when the normal people are like, nah, you probably shouldn't do that.
Hey, to that point right there and in the comment section, I find it so hard to tell people what I do on LinkedIn because I just sound like it sounds like magic stuff. Like it just that's the reaction is like I did a magic trick because the look on their faces are just right over their head. Don't care, don't know, don't want to know. Yeah. I just get a lot of like, and how does that make money again? Like how do you have a roof over your head again? How does that work?
Yep.
But that's like that, and I don't think it's a coincidence that we've all gone through this stuff in the last 3 months. At least for me, it's been everything that we're doing. It's all that uncomfortable stuff and getting used to it. Like just telling y'all, you know, or y'all don't know, who cares? Y'all aren't in my life. I took a month off from LinkedIn. I'm not the guy who's like, hey, I took a month off. I don't know if you noticed. So I didn't want to do that. Anyway,
you just did it, but it's fine.
I just did it. But that's because, but I can tell you in past life, I would have never come back. I was done. I had mentally checked out. I was just done with LinkedIn. Like I was just done. I didn't know what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go. And that uphill mental battle, which is what it is. It's just a battle between like your parasympathetic, sympathetic, fight or flight, and like it is the unconscious and conscious. That battle is just waging its war. And normally, most times, it would have won. But something about doing this, doing the uncomfortable, being on LinkedIn, writing my truths, and just speaking out loud and not giving a shit what anybody thinks about that, without expectation, is what made me come back. And I can't believe I did. And I'm so glad I did. And it goes to this show right here. It's crazy that every Friday we have I mean, again, I get it. Like it's minimal, guys, I know. But I cannot believe every Friday I come back to this show, except for the last one, guys. But I do, because that's just not how I function before in my life. I'm just, like I said, military brat. I'm so used to starting something and then kind of just not finishing because that's just how things went. So it's so awesome to have started this and felt like I'm following through for something for once in my damn life. So thank you guys.
Might as well be Snark Squad.
Mine as well. It's so easy.
Yeah, you just.
I mean, Jenny does all the work.
Exactly.
I just harass you guys since I clips. I'm like, guys, seriously.
I realize when I say this is easy, I'm like poking Jenny every time. This is nothing. And she's like, oh God, I need to get this edited out.
I gotta edit, I gotta do the promo, book the guests, communicate with people, make sure everyone has links.
It's fine.
It's totally fine. So okay.
Yes.
I didn't cry, so I feel like I deserve some sort of recognition for that.
Feelings are for feeling, Jenny, and crying is okay.
Yes. But I did realize, so last week I was like, I can't believe I cried on Snark Squad. I have cried before from laughing so hard that I literally had tears coming from my eyes from laughing. But you know, we're only halfway through today's show, so there's still time for tears.
There's time.
Now, one of the things that behind the scenes we've all had discussions, and maybe Chelsea and I have had a couple of rants as of recent, is
moving to it. Yes,
the show has evolved.
Mini rants. They were mini rants, really.
We've evolved.
I feel like mini but meaningful, right?
Yes.
So it doesn't have to be big for it to have substance. And I feel like as the show has evolved, as our relationships have evolved, there needs to be some changes around here. But what changes are we making? Did I just trigger you, Chelsea?
Why are you laughing like that, Chelsea? Why is that funny? I don't understand. Hey, Chelsea.
Yes.
Why is that funny?
We'll tell you
Okay, so
later.
what's not working?
First,
Other than Chelsea being broken, like we broke Tiffany that one time.
I don't think. Go ahead, please go ahead.
Thomas brings up a good point. Like y'all in the comments have evolved with us. 100%, because every week, even if you're not a screen person, you're here with us and we are hanging together. So as the three of us have gotten to know each other and screen people who drop in, y'all have gotten to know us more and we've gotten to know you more too. So this is a good point.
So when we first started, look, we defined nothing. There was no definition. There was no framework.
Except we would be able to be employable at a later date.
That's fair. You're right.
That was the parameter.
You're
and
right.
Minimize the swearing.
The methodology was we would show up, and the framework was be employable, and that's it. So nothing. So our name was Snark Squad, and that's where we took it, and we allowed that to like be our brand and our image. But the reality is, y'all, I'm not. No. Actually, that's half truth. We found out last week via Luke.
We are snarky.
Thanks, Luke. That we actually are snarky. It's that maybe people's perception of the definition is incorrect, because what you guys probably think is snarky is actually snide. Watch last week's episode. You'll be all caught up.
Or what we thought the show was just doesn't. It's not what the show is.
No.
Well, because we had this whole thing going into it with where the whole point of what we're doing is to not provide value, because it was off of that. Everything on LinkedIn has to be providing value, combating the professionalism. So we're not going to provide value. And then, so that was misstep number one.
Because
we're valuable.
I don't think we know that. If my mouth moves, it's all, like, I don't know how to, like, it's really hard to stop my brain. Because like all jokes, there would be shows where I would be like, oh, nope, can't say that. And I would stop from saying something because I thought it was too valuable. That's ridiculous. That's where I was like, okay, this has gone too far now, because now I'm like censoring myself. Mm-hmm. And no, but it wasn't until we went on the wonderfully awesome, beautifully named Usama show where I realized that like we have so much more. And when I saw us all like being dynamic communicators the way we are and just feeding off of each other and just like the humor with the real, with the snark, it was like, yeah, that's our show. Why don't we do that every time? And that's what we talked about. And that's why we are evolved.
I don't know that we've necessarily answered the question of where we were to where we're going.
Oh, well, yeah.
So, I mean,
I don't know the future.
But I totally agree with like Usama's show being like the pivotal, because I remember at the end of it, like when we like got off the live, like when the live stream stopped, and it was like, oh my God, that was so good. Like it was so nice for us to have a real conversation.
I think it was a similar experience after the show with Travis.
And also the show with Jamal, which Jamal was also on the show. Yeah, so like Jamal is a common denominator as well. But like those were like, when I think of like the favorite actual snark, The one with Travis and the one with Jamal as the guest snarks were my 2 faves.
But that's not a reflection on y'all. That's a reflection on us not having a game plan and not knowing what we wanted. I feel like at that point, Jamal doesn't know how to like not give value. It's
impossible.
It just like seeps out of his mouth. There's nothing he can do. He can't even like stop his brain the way it happens. No. So there was like nothing. It was just going to happen. And then I think through, at least for me, I identified, I was like, okay, like this was like, yes, I felt comfortable. I felt like I could speak. I felt like we were feeding off each other and we were just all just living in the show. And it didn't feel, I didn't feel like it was motivated by anything or unmotivated by anything or whatever. Something like that. We're okay. Appreciate you. We try. That show was rock solid. You are a great interviewer. That was awesome.
It was. Adam says, we started as a gimmick and we've transcended. Do we all agree?
Transcended seems weighty.
It sounds big.
Yeah. It sounds like a lot of pressure.
So, I mean, we're not going to give transcendent value. So, like, let's not misset expectations to the other extreme.
You guys started with a gimmick and now you guys have changed a little bit. Yep. 100%. 100%.
You moved like this much forward. Yes.
So yeah, no, I mean, like, I think, and all of us, like in our individual conversations, like Kevin's lives, Chelsea's live, I'm finally pointing the right way by default. I'm learning. Yes, you are.
Okay, I still don't point the right way.
Yeah. It's really hard because it's opposite.
It is hard.
And then it's like, which way is opposite? I don't know which way is opposite. It's all, I try to actually gauge it by where my light is and not. Anyways, that's another conversation with substantially less value. I don't know what I was going to say. I lost it. It's gone. Let's just talk about my light. No, okay. So like on our live, but so like each of us individually on our lives, like if you like watch Chelsea's lives, like she's talking about like disrupting education and ruining your life. Yeah. So like there's some value there. Kevin's lives are just like off the hook. Like friends can like get on a live and jam for more than an hour about like deep thoughts, like evolving who he is live on the internet. Don't worry, I'm just talking about you, Kevin, and how you evolve on the internet in real time.
Transcend, if you will.
Transcending.
I prefer transcend, but it's okay. Whatever.
Okay, so like, well, you transcend yourself live on the internet as we just kind of watch it happen, which is like magic. And you know, my lives that I've done for myself also are real topics. Like I talk about toxic workplaces, so it doesn't get much lighter than that. Like really. And it feels weird to be like, oh, but we can't have a real conversation when we like, because the only time that we actually talk outside of like group chat is here.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real conversation. It's like the pre-show here and then the after show. And what bothers me is when, like, what wasn't working for me is when the after show we were having like deep conversations, when we were having these like conversations like in DM through the week, and then having to just be like, I felt like Kevin had to put on a performance. Like me and Chelsea were just like, okay, we're not actually funny like Kevin. I mean, Chelsea's funny, but like, I'm not.
Not like Kevin.
I'm just going to drink wine until it's okay.
Get that liquid courage, girl.
Do we want to be funny like Kevin? I mean, that's a different type of standard.
I could be funny like Kevin. I'm not that cool.
You don't want to know what's in this brain.
I mean, I've been on your live stream, so I have a little bit of insight.
That's true. I mean, we just did say that you, and we've heard you tell your stories, so I think we know a bit more than, you know.
I do like telling stories. Pretty enjoyable.
Not as dirty as Substance, Adam, but that's another story for another time.
Different story.
Nah, but those two were indeed my 2 favorite lives I've done. The one with you and the one with Jenny, Chelsea and Jenny. Yeah, and I mean, again, the whole time we were still funny. We were able to be intelligent. We were able to ask intelligent questions, provide as much value as we wanted. And I think Brittany was saying it, and we say it all the time. Laughing is value. So they're not mutually exclusive. And so we can be real. And yeah, go ahead, Chelsea.
I was going to say, I think we went at it in a flipped manner. So like when I started What Could Go Wrong, I was coming at it from, I want to talk about serious subjects, but in a way that is relatable and funny and whatever, from the place of, because I was talking about education, many times the talk of education can be boring. If you're not an educator, you don't want to listen to it, right? So it was, how can I make it more interesting? So start with a serious topic and then bring in the shenanigans on top of it. But I think with Snark Squad, we did it the other way. It was, let's start with shenanigans and let's see if maybe we can bring in topics. And I think that was what was off balance was, I think we need to flip it back the other way, where we're going to start with a serious topic and then we're going to be snarky and make jokes and do all those things in the conversation. But, you know, we just had it flipped upside down. And I was thinking about that when we were talking about this, and like Jenny and I, like she was saying in several recent episodes, especially a couple where Kevin wasn't with us, and there were some comments made that we were just like, you know, like that, I don't know, it just triggered us because we were having offline conversations about this whole, I feel like we are not being who we are in Snark Squad as same as who we are on the outside. Anyway, so it got me thinking about like with What Could Go Wrong, if anybody has ever seen it, I mean, we still joke and laugh and do whatever talking about the future of education. So it's built that way. So I think that is what we really enjoy in our conversations, y'all, is that we have serious conversations and then we bring in all the other pieces. And for so long, we were trying to just do the other pieces without the real life in it. And to remove real life from the conversation almost gives you nothing to be snarky about.
I mean, there's like, you can only bitch about your children for so long.
It's really true.
I mean, actually, that's a lie. You can bitch about them forever, but that's not the show that we want to have. Okay, serious
not relatable either. Go ahead.
I have a serious question. So if we were keeping it the way that it was, no value, would this be the series finale for you? Oh,
for me, 100%. I made it clear that I could not. I just can't fake it. I can't. It's hard. It's hard to fake anything, and especially these days. I decided that I'm done faking it. I'm not going to fake it till I make it anymore. I'm going to faith it till I make it now. And so I put full faith in my ability to be me, like me, love me, and not give what anybody thinks about that. And so I would be going against everything that I just kind of went through over this last month of kind of rebuilding my mindset, my self-esteem, and really just working on ways to not get back to a place where I want to quit something. So no, I would absolutely say no. So this is the best way forward for us, I think, personally. Anybody else?
I mean,
the whole story.
That's true. You did just go.
No, I mean, like, Kevin, we had a conversation one night and you were just like, I'm done. Is it okay that I just told people that?
Yeah, I was like,
where was I? Why am I?
It was an actual phone call.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Because Kevin makes actual phone calls.
That's weird.
It's because Jenny's like my mom, okay? Okay?
Oh, boy.
So, like, I get advice. Like,
it's fine.
Just like a little bit. Like, when I need monthly advice, like, I kind of hit up Jenny, okay? Okay.
No. And I mean, like,
my mom doesn't even pick up her phone. It's true. Sorry, Mom.
I mean, I never pick up my phone, but I had it on the caller ID that it was you. So I was like, okay, I'll answer it.
No, but I was, because
and it's like
I wanted us to go in. I had other things going on in life too, but again, where my mindset was is whenever I get to an uncomfortable place in my past, because I had the ability to just disappear, I will just disappear and make it easy for everybody. But instead, honestly, by calling you and actually making that known, I think that was me not wanting to disappear without telling myself.
Yeah.
To be quite honest. Like,
no, and that's a big step. And like, that was like, because were you, on the next show after that, or was that?
I was not.
No, because you were on vacation, and I snapped on the next show, and that was a big part of it.
Yes.
Because I also felt like
it was good. It was good.
But I also felt like people were really putting a lot of it, probably because you're the funniest and people show up mostly for you, and me and Chelsea are just kind of like bonus people. But like I felt like people were really attaching like
they show up for us.
I got irritated because I know in lives that you were having that were super serious. Like I came onto one and I was like on a subway, so I couldn't actually hear it, but I knew what you were doing, and I saw a lot of comments and responses coming into what you were talking about, and then I saw like too much value, and like that pissed me off, because anyone who knows Kevin knows who he is all of the time. Yes, he is sarcastic, yes, he is funny, but it's not in the way that people were putting on him, and that really pissed me off.
Can I just talk?
And I am so fucking protective of my friends. Like y'all have seen it in the DMs. Like I will like tell me who to cut.
So that week, I got no less than 5 DMs where people were basically like, "Hey man, you need to chill out with that value stuff, because that's not what I come to see you for."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I'm doing something wrong and this needs to change. And that's where I was like, I'm done. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
It was like, not obviously to this extent, y'all, but I said it. Dave Chappelle did a stand up. So, of course, Dave Chappelle is famous for doing the Dave Chappelle show. And the reason why he went crazy, if anybody knows his story, he went crazy and like disappeared for 6 years, is because it got to a point where he would be at like a Disneyland bathroom and it'd be like, I'm going to curse real quick. And he'd be like with his 2 kids, and then random fans would walk up to him and be like, "I'm Rick James, bitch." And he'd be like, "Hey, I'm with my kids at Disneyland. Can we like not?"
Yeah.
So like for me, I'm like, "Hey, I'm like trying to be super real on my live. Can we not do the Snark Squad thing?"
Yeah.
Like, am I now synonymous with being snarky? Because I'm not. So that's where I was like, okay, we've got to flip this, because if this keeps going, I'm gonna snap on somebody, and I'm a little different than most people, and I snap. Like, I'll tell you how I feel about you. So,
well, I snapped as your mom, I guess.
Yes.
So like in a kind
totally
of gentler way, but I still snapped. You can go back and watch it. It's on YouTube. It's fine. Now, Enrique, so we are coming back, we think, I assume, since we
are coming back.
Finale,
We've already had
Oh, geez, yes, we're coming back. Of course. Are you kidding me?
It's just going to be different. So like what are we coming back as? I mean, we'll still use Snark Squad. But like what is that now? What is Snark Squad V2?
I don't think that I think we've had a natural evolution over the past several episodes. So I say you go back and you watch the past 3 or 4 episodes. That's who we are. We're not going to come back as something different. We've already kind of been slowly bringing it into our conversations as we move forward. So I don't think that we're going to come back and it'll be like a completely new experience. It'll be essentially the same thing as we've grown over time that you've seen, like, especially like we talked about the episode with Travis, we talked about cancel culture and Jamal and those types of things. So I think it's not going to be like we shut completely down one and flip it completely, come back as a new thing, rather just continue the evolution that we've already started over the previous episodes.
Yeah. Natural evolution, organic evolution.
Transcendence.
We had to fail. There was failure along the way. There was
especially episode 4. That was the worst.
Oh my God. Okay. Actually, that's so awesome. I'm so glad you brought that up. Okay. But really quick, we did the stupidest thing ever. And I don't know where we thought it would be a good idea. I don't know. I don't even know.
I don't know that we necessarily thought it was a good idea. No. Rather, none of us had any time to make an effort that week.
This is how lazy, in fact, we are.
Oh, did you say fact or fact?
Fact.
Because it sounded like you said, this is how lazy and fat we are. And I was like,
we've seen your Instagram habits. You're not talking about yourself.
So if you're not talking about you, who are you talking about?
No judgment zone.
There's only 2 other people here, and
no judgment.
I'm just saying. Please continue.
Again, nothing would be the same. Julius, can I finish real quick? Is that cool? I'll be right back with you. Okay.
Yeah.
He's just naked. It doesn't matter. Anyway. Just another day with Julius.
Who needs clothes?
Yeah.
Overrated.
What were we saying? Oh yeah, that show.
Yes.
That was horrendous. So normally we have no plan. How do you have
We
no
didn't even
plan?
have a theme.
Yeah, we didn't have a theme. It was that we
That's
always
true.
don't have a plan. We didn't
That's
have a
true.
theme.
That's
That
true.
was the real problem.
That's true. And you know exactly when I knew it was going to be a problem was within the first 5 seconds. When I swear to you, and this is for everybody in the comment section, you don't know this, but because we were in the scenes in the back and we were all talking about like how bad this is going to be, in the first 5 seconds when that thing hit, nobody was saying anything, and we were all just looking at each other, and I was like,
It's like,
oh,
well,
shit.
this is awkward. How is
That's
this
when we
going on
decided
in the
we
next
needed
scene?
Travis to play our music in the background.
But to add the extra layer, this was also the show that we decided to go from 1 hour to an hour and 30 minutes. So not only did we have no theme or plan,
Yeah.
we extended the shittiness.
And then
Well,
I
we
had to
didn't
leave
necessarily
early.
have a time prior because I think like the first episode was like long.
It was long
Yeah,
It was
it was
long.
long.
because we
But
didn't
then
know.
we decided, but then I had to leave early. So
That's
it was
true.
like a train wreck. And I was like, okay, guys.
Oh,
Just
oh my god, it was so bad. That's right.
it was like your safety
I'm-
call.
I know. I was like getting off and I was getting off with you guys. And I was like, wow, I am so thankful that I'm leaving. I feel really bad for you guys and what's happening, but I could not be more excited to be leaving this situation right now.
I so wanted an excuse. I so needed Julius to fall somewhere or somebody to hit me up and say somebody was on a ledge and needed to talk down. I needed something.
That's a lot. That's intense, Kevin.
Yeah. So and
That's
I mean
probably-
like
those are probably two bad examples.
and
Anyway.
now I
Yeah.
feel like that was also a good lesson because now we know that we can cut things short. That's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like I learned like being a new streamer, I learned a lot in terms of just cutting things off and not caring.
Okay, bye.
This is awkward.
I think
you should have just
Except for the
said
surprise
this is
notes, I
awkward.
still don't know how to get rid of them.
We don't know how to get them off the show, but yeah.
I did make a video clip. So just
Oh,
pointing
so
out
this is
how
awkward
it
video
is.
clip?
Yeah.
The one that we used, and then this guest was still there after the awkward video clip ended. That video clip,
Yeah, because I thought he was gonna leave, and I didn't
Yeah,
think
it
to remove
didn't.
him
it
because
was like,
it
and then
my
it
first time
was
meeting him.
actually awkward. It's like, well, now this is awkward.
It's like super awkward, and I didn't have a clip for super awkward. I only had a clip for awkward.
We need like the different levels of like.
I mean, like especially
Okay.
when I'm hanging around, like there's all levels of awkwardness that I need to be prepared
feel
for.
with me.
Okay, so we have 6 minutes left. Have we clarified anything?
No.
Or
Little bit,
have we
little
just talked in circles? To summarize, what are we doing?
I think we brought us back from a historical past to let you know where we've been. We gave you some behind the scenes. We let you know
Started
what's kind
here.
of happening. That's right. We let you know how we've transcended, because that's what we did. Thank you, Adam.
Yes.
And you know that going forward, it's going to be different. But you also know that the last 3 shows will give you a great idea of how, in fact, we will be different.
Tonally, this will happen.
So,
Or it
so
won't.
different but the same.
I mean,
Is your child okay?
Yeah, again, there's things going on the other side of this. Let's just keep it going. We got 5. Julius, okay, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to put the mute. I'm going to be right back. I'll be right back.
some things. It's just like it's part of the brand.
So the question is, when are we coming back?
Yeah, when are we coming?
You came back with a hat.
Oh, God. I should have came back with a drink. Anyways, what are we talking about?
So when are we
We-
coming back?
When are we coming back?
Oh. July 11th? I don't know.
July
That's
11th.
probably
That
not a
was
Friday.
very
That's probably not a Friday.
specific.
That's probably
I'm
not a
like,
Friday.
is that a Friday? Have you already done this?
I like
July
June 9th or
11th
16th.
is a Sunday. Okay.
July 9th or 16th. How does that look for your guys' schedule?
I mean, I have Snark Squad. See the orange little dots there?
Uh-huh.
Indefinitely on my calendar.
Oh, okay. So you're good. Okay.
So whenever.
I mean, I'm good. The 9th or the 16th. Let's.
Yeah. So I guess we will take this offline. Like
Oh,
we
okay.
have our
Yeah.
I don't want to enjoy our calendaring section.
Yes.
Let's review everyone's calendar. So we'll be like 4 or 5 weeks break.
Yeah. We got
And
some
we'll
things
be back
to
for
do.
season 2. What do we need to? So, I mean, obviously we need topics for season 2 and we're going to have guests.
We need more guests.
We're going to have more guests.
So I know some of you have already asked to be guests. You put in the form. I'm bad at my job because it doesn't pay. This job does not pay me.
And we don't help, as we've already established.
Yeah. So we need to we'll get in touch with people. But if you want to be a guest, I think on our LinkedIn page, there is a link to a form. It lives somewhere. Who knows where?
But
if someone can
It's
post
in Google
it again,
somewhere.
it is in
And-
Google somewhere.
And if you are, just know we're different. Okay, guys? Hey, come and show up as you. Show up as you. Don't worry about being like you have to be funny. Just be you. And that's all we want.
There is one thing that I have to say. When you submit the form to be a guest snark, I am not looking for responses when I ask you what you want to snark about to be like, oh, I'm like, you tell me snark. No. Tell me what you want to talk about, or
Don't be
else I
snarky
can't help
with us,
you.
okay? Don't get all snarky. with
And
us.
she says that she's not snarky.
There was so honestly, there was several responses that it was like some sarcastic response. I'm like, no, but like, what do you actually want to talk about? Because if I don't know what you want to talk about, I don't know if we want to talk about it. And how can you be a guest?
And then it would be awkward. And we're trying to move past that phase.
Because I only have so many video clips to explain away the awkwardness.
Correct.
And that's beyond. So
Yeah.
if you just do me a solid, tell me something that actually you could talk about for up to 90 minutes. It's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time.
We got one bullet point on our job role. It's not hard. One bullet point. You're qualified. You exist. You're qualified. You're good.
It's not hard, really.
Well,
to
I
do
mean,
this.
don't be an ass. Like, I think that's an important thing. Like,
Yeah,
be a
don't.
decent human.
So yeah. So I don't know. One of us will put it onto the Snark page. Go and follow the Snark page. Follow the YouTube page.
Oh, and then randomly at some point, there will be some merch at some point. Random.
Maybe, Kevin,
Random.
For season 2.
we can start season 2
I used
off
to
with
do
some
that for a living.
merch. Just gonna throw and maybe some more gifts. Chief Gift Officer.
Definitely.
Just throwing these things out to the wind.
Say
That's
gifts.
not me. That's
Are you assigning tasks to the people who have 0 tasks? Is that what you're doing?
You always had the tasks. You just
This
did
is
not
not
do the
what we
tasks.
agreed to. This is not what we agreed to. I feel concerned about season 2.
Well, we have some time.
well, good thing that your hashtags cover all that. So
It is true. What could go wrong?
What can you go wrong? Ruin your life.
and
Like
there you go.
all the things.
You know what? You should just combine them. What could go wrong if I ruin your life? Just combine them. One big hashtag. Bang.
Geniusery. Like what better way to end the Snark season?
That's
Oh,
true.
boy.
Should I tell a story? Okay, I won't. Anyways.
No, because we're
Only right at the
we're
camera,
in
but
the
we don't
last,
have any
like-
time for that.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
like
know.
the top of the hour.
It is the top of the hour.
Kevin has the juiciest story. He's leaving it on a cliffhanger. So you need to come back for season 2
That's true.
when we decide season 2 is happening. There will be promo clips.
Merch.
Last quick second, and I know. Thank you to everybody that shows
Please
up.
move
on
closer to the
Friday.
camera. Please
Yeah.
move closer.
Can you put me on the one box real quick? Real box.
Mm-hmm.
Can we just do this? Okay, cool. Hey, thank you guys. So I'm gonna curse, guys, because it's the end and I can do that fucking much. For being with us, for laughing with us, for adding value, for being smarky, for being smarky. Yeah, that's a smart ass snark. Okay. Snide. In the case of Luke, we found out that Luke is snide. So thank you. Thank you to all our guests. You guys are absolutely amazing. Everybody that came on had no idea what was going to happen, and yet you showed up. You're crazy. Anyway, but to everybody else, thank you in the comments. You guys, I have been to so many lives at this point. Trust me when I say, and this is not me, trying to, even though I am. You guys, this is the most fire comment section out there. All the rest are pretty drab and boring. Sorry for all you guys who do lives. It's boring. It's not like this. We're amazing. We're the shit. Come back. We love you guys. Mwah. Bye. Okay, I'm done.
So much cursing.
I mean, it's the end. It's the finale. You guys have put it on me.
But we discussed the difference between a season and a series finale. It's not a series finale, Kevin. It's a season finale.
Season finale. This is not lost. We're coming back and we're not dead.
Sorry, Sherry.
Anyway, whatever.
I promise it was only that snapshot in time that Kevin really let loose today.
Oh, wait, Sherry, tell me you did not just show up at the end. Tell me you know that I'm a good person. I'm a decent man. That is not a good representation of me. Jenny,
so come back for season 2.
And we're done.
And Kevin will redeem. So the cliffhangers. Kevin has a story.
Mm-hmm. And
there's a redemption arc from all of the cursing that just happened.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea's gonna ruin some lives. And I don't know, I'll probably have a new set of eyelashes because this one's kind of worn out. So stay tuned.
That's exciting.
Me too.
Thank you, friends. No, and for real, thank you to everyone who comes and shows up, because it would kind of be pointless if it was just the 3 of us talking. I mean, it would be fun if it was just the 3 of us talking, but it would not nearly be this level of awesomeness that happens here every Friday. So thank you to the Snark Squad friends. Give your best.
I started waving like 10 minutes ago, and then you just kept talking. So I would just keep waving, because where's your awkward slide? How do we make it stop? Somebody.